She had left her Highlands summer home for the last time on a 6-hour journey to the Palace of Holyroodhouse, her official residence north of the border. When the cortege reached them, some people burst into tears while others threw flowers or broke into applause to greet the hearse. Thousands show their respects to Queen Elizabeth. Image, Getty. In Dundee, a lone long-stemmed flower could be seen resting on the vehicle's windscreen. And in a rural part of the route, farmers paid homage by lining up with their tractors in a field. By the time the oak coffin arrived in the centre of Edinburgh, the crowds were 15 deep in places, many crammed behind barriers on the city's Royal Mile. At Holyroodhouse, 3 of the Queen's children, Princess Anne, Prince Andrew and Prince Edward, stood to welcome their mother. Alongside them Anne's husband Vice Admiral Sir Tim Lawrence as well as Edward's wife Sophie, Countess of Wessex. Anne made a respectful curtsy as they watched soldiers from the Royal Regiment of Scotland carry the coffin into the throne room. It will remain there until this afternoon for palace staff to pay their respects. The coffin was draped in the Royal Standard of Scotland with a wreath on top made of flowers taken from the Balmoral estate. These include sweet peas, one of the Queen's favourites, dahlias, phlox, white heather and pine fir. Mourner Elizabeth Alexander, 69, who was born on the day the Queen was crowned in 1953, said, "It's just very, very sad. I'm happy I was here to say our goodbyes." Trending Elizabeth Taylor, from Aberdeen, started to well up when the procession passed through Ballater, the closest village to Balmoral. She said, "It was very emotional. It was respectful and showed what they think of the Queen." Guesthouse manager Victoria Pacheco said, "She meant such a lot to people in this area. People were crying, it was amazing to see." Adele Phillips, who was a housekeeper to the Queen on the Balmoral estate, recalled the Queen dressed in her headscarf and tweed skirt. When asked what Her Majesty was like, she replied, "Funny, always happy, she liked a joke and she was sarcastic." A single motorbike police outrider led the way as the hearse followed by 6 vehicles, travelled at a stately pace through the countryside. In Edinburgh, the crowds waited hours to grab a vantage point. Brenda Smith, 77, a retired company secretary, sat on a camping chair under a nearby tree close to Holyroodhouse. The coffin travelled from Balmoral to Edinburgh. Image, Getty. She said, "We felt we had to come to show our appreciation. She will be sadly missed. She was a kind lady and she means a lot to our family. She has always been there for us, during COVID-19 and at Christmas." Talking about the moment that she found out the Queen had died, Brenda said, "I was devastated. I didn't expect it. She looked so well when she swore in the new Prime Minister. We just burst into tears. We just could not believe she had gone." Lisa McNeil, 47, brought her daughter Ailsa, 10, and son Murray, 7, so they could witness this very historic moment. Ailsa said, "I want to remember this. The roads have been shut off and I've never seen the city like this. I wanted to be here and pay my respects." Lisa added, "It's very historic what has happened. It has really touched the whole nation and I wanted the kids to understand it as much as possible."